You hear these ignorant fools talking about don't go to school. Hey, screw a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Aren't you the same person? One of my biggest mottos is you can't argue with the results, right? So a lot of people are just addicted to the idea and the hope that Forex trading provides. And listen to yourself, you end up having to choose what you say. So let's let it roll out.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm tempted to even take off mine.
Man. Yeah. Are we good? Sound good?
We're rolling. Yeah, we're already rolling.
Almost. Yeah.
Almost.
Do I look good on camera? I'm trying this whole beanie thing and look cool.
You don't want to look your age.
Because it's like test these now. Yeah, it's got the age.
You know, I'm trying to
soft.
Trying to look cool, be podcast friendly, I'm watching all these other podcasts. Like, they dress up for this thing. It's a serious thing, I need to appeal to the younger guys. It's like they hate me, dog.
What's up, guys? At this point, I think Isaac must just do the intro,
You might as well be the host.
What are we? Is it Bucket Masters and is it Industry Chats?
Industry Chats today,
Let me have my I'm there. Okay, let me have my broadcast voice on. All right, you guys ready? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody from wherever you are in this beautiful world. This is Isaac Easy reporting live at Industry Chat, Top Trader SA. Make sure that you click the subscribe button. How did I do?
I think your job will be taken, Chief. I think Jay's thinking I need to replace him there.
And then I wouldn't be called for a serious meeting. That can happen again.
Thank you guys for having me, man. It's a pleasure. This is home, man. Always good to be here. Fun fact, I actually used to have a radio show.
Oh yeah?
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back probably, I think in 2015, but back home. It was a community radio station, so I had a whole hour show, talk show.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What was it all about?
Same thing that I'm still doing now, trying to change people's mindsets.
Yeah.
The show used to be called Let's Think Differently, LTD.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a young man trying to motivate people to think differently.
Yeah.
Still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
A little bit harsh now, but
Sorry to interrupt today's episode, but I need to tell you a few things about Octa today. So guys, it's really important to be with a broker that has great trading conditions, and Octa has transparent trading conditions.
Zero swaps, no commissions at all. This is what you get from Octa,
which means more profits in your pockets for you.
Fast deposit withdrawals with various options. Deposit funds securely in 1 to 2 minutes
and get your profits in 25 minutes, right just when you need them.
With a minimum deposit of $50, but if you're using a Visa card, it's only $25.
They provide a wide range of instruments, 150 plus stock assets, 30 plus crypto assets, 35 currency pairs, metals and indices for you guys to be able to trade. Also, we're giving you guys 100% deposit bonus when you use the code TOPTRADER. Trading made clear.
Trading made clear
with Octa. You know, someone recently just, it's not that we are harsh, he's talking about being harsh. It's like, somebody recently posted, like, every time I hear the opening sound of this, I know we're about to.
Opening sound of what? Industry check.
You know,
The soundtrack, I don't know. It
They're
does
about to
have that thing. It's about to go down.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
It does.
So apparently we're there. And KwaZulu, how does Bafana put it? It's Twepu. It's Twepu. Yeah. No, we.
I don't think so. You know, sometimes I don't think we intend to be harsh, but
Absolutely.
maturity sometimes will make you behave in a way that, look, I've been there, I know what I'm talking about. And it comes out as arrogant and tough, but it's just reality.
It is. And I think sometimes is you need to use force in order to break some walls, because I think for a lot of people, we've gotten to a state where we're just too relaxed, too comfortable. And if we are still massaging some of these things, there won't be any change. So we need to, I mean, if you should know, even if you read in the Bible, you see the prophets were very, you know, you need really to use a spear so people can start seeing the truth. So we're not trying to be harsh or anything, but the agency of the matter, you know, forces us to say, hey guys, we really can't be massaging it anymore because it's getting worse by the day.
Literally.
So we really need to be, you know, but we're not trying to be, it comes from a place of love. I just want to say, man, you guys know I love the industry. I love to see the growth of the industry. I love to see people growing. It comes from a place of love, and also take it, you know, as that we're trying to correct what is wrong. We're trying to make sure that people are doing what is right, and that will be beneficial for them as well.
100%, because this is literally, I think when we sit here, it's never in, we always have the person watching in mind. I literally always have that person watching in mind. Hence, I ask the questions that I do, because I'm like, hey, who's sitting at home now? Hey, but guys, we're going the wrong way. This is where we need to be going.
Absolutely.
Even if it's not comfortable to do so.
100%. And there's still a lot of uncomfortable conversations that still need to happen. A lot.
And I think let's start with one today.
Which one?
The conversation we were having off camera. I think we can start with that.
We had quite a few. I mean, we probably spent like almost 40 minutes.
No.
And I think what people need to understand about when we come in together, it's not really about we rolling cameras. I mean, what we speak off camera is basically what is happening in the industry.
Absolutely.
How we can also capitalize and also learn from mistakes that we encounter as we go on. Yeah, but I think it will be interesting. Welcome.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
I missed your seminar, by the way. You had a seminar weeks
in
ago.
Victoria.
Yeah, how was it?
Yeah, how was it?
No, it went well. It's a part of our growth strategy and expansion strategy right now that we're doing. I won't say too much about it, but it is, what we're doing is really great work. It's really impactful. We've seen, you know, as you said, learning from the past mistakes and just trying to bring awareness to our business, educate and empower people. That's what we've been doing, you know, partnering with different people and people from different industries as well. It was really good. It was really good. And you see when you see the aha moment on people's faces when they realize the thing that they have been missing for such a long time, we then get to see the importance of what we are doing, and why we should keep doing it. As much as, you know, I was actually thinking on my ways, as much as the negativity spreads a lot, and I might not even live to see the dream materialize in terms of where I want to see the industry going. But I said I'm gonna take as many people as I can with me to get to that place. So, and that's what we've been doing, and it was really amazing, man.
You know, conversations with Isaac are always like nice, because like you know who you're talking to. No, because you just mentioned something that was quite key. He said he doesn't want to get into that, but I'll try and get something out of him. Anyways, no, he spoke about growth strategy, and you said there was another
expansion.
Expansion. Correct. Cool. and you guys are doing seminars. You know, when you look at the whole industry of everyone just wants to do a seminar. They just wanna, because obviously the broker's like, hey, go do a seminar, bring in clients, whatnot, get there, and then obviously gonna sell. You know, obviously there's a give and take to everything.
Absolutely,
But just hearing you say that, no, look, this is not just a seminar, this is part of a bigger strategy at hand, because I don't think a lot of guys are thinking on that level. You know, they just like, let me just do a seminar, let me fill up a venue, but there's no future thing. Yes, we'll sign those guys up under my link and I'll eat from there, and then maybe, but you know that's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is. But now just hearing you saying that, this is actually we're not just deciding to host a seminar and then people gonna sign up on the link to attend the seminar, and then that's that. You know, it's part of a bigger strategy, and I think guys need to start thinking on a bigger scale, not just a big scale. I get it right now. The Golf 8.5 just came out.
So you wanna go there now? I see where he's going.
The 8.5 just now.
And it's available at CGT Motors.
not GI Motors.
It's too early.
Okay, fine. Let me behave.
Just arrived.
Okay, let me behave.
So you see a lot of guys right now, they're thinking about the 8.5 right now.
Yeah.
That's the strategy. It's like, I need to get that car, but it's just like it goes far deeper than that.
Yeah.
It's look, man. It's how many people have we seen come and go, dog?
Yeah.
Right, in our industry. How many people have we seen come and go? So one really just needs to get to a place where they decide for themselves to say, do I really want to be part of the has-beens, or do I really want to be in this thing for the long run, right? That's the decision I've made for myself to say, as much as I am a Forex trader, as much as I may be looked at as an influencer, at the end of the day, I'm still a businessman, right? I am in the business of making money. I am in the business of empowering people. I'm in the business of educating people. And I don't want to do that at just a small scale, right? We need to grow. When something grows, it shows that it has life, right? That's one of the characteristics of something that has life. It needs to grow. You know, I'm not just posting on Instagram. That's my job. Can't be posting on Instagram. I wake up and I post a screenshot. Nah. That's not what I want to do. I want to build a business that I can look at and say, I've built a legacy. And that's where everything that I do always stems from, that to say, I want to build a legacy. I want to impact people. And as much as I'm impacting people, I also want to generate income. So my thinking is always coming, okay, how do I impact people's lives? Okay, cool. We're going to do this. With that, how do we monetize this? How do we generate revenue from that? And then how do we grow? How do we create systems and structures that we make sure they can replicate what works, right? So we've done this, it works. Then how do we replicate it? Think of it as a franchise, right? Look at KFC, for instance. You go to Dubai, you go to Bali, you go to America, you go to Botswana, you go to Namibia, you come to SA. Every KFC looks exactly the same, right? You'll taste the same chicken. The people that are making it, not the same people, they've never met each other, but it's just replicating what works, right? And that's part of what we are doing. Say, okay, we find out what works, let us replicate it. Let us grow our business from there. Let us just not limit ourselves to just, as you said, just click a link and trade with the broker that I'm using, and then generate
trade with the best broker.
I was about to tell you, you said it wrong.
It's trade with the best broker.
With the best broker.
The best compared to who?
Hey.
Best compared to who, right?
And awards as well. I asked this last time. We are having all these awards. Who's issuing all these awards?
Who voted?
Who voted for these awards? And who attended the ceremony? Because you don't even see the ceremony. Just best trader in SA.
If I want, I can give myself an award
Simple.
as well.
No,
it's
simple.
easy to do that.
And it's not that expensive awards. I mean, even now, it's like MJ.
Yeah.
We need an award.
It's like I'm thinking we need to take out Pips there. Gibbs is not doing us any justice. Let me speak to the producers.
Best trading podcast.
We just put it there.
Of the decade.
Of the decade.
These are ones I held once every decade. So.
And the location will be announced on the 9th year.
So what that's that is we've looked and say it really can't just end there. It really just can't end there. We've been looked down upon a lot, especially as mentors, as they call us, or IBs as they call us. The industry has looked down on us a lot. They've treated us like prostitutes. So we can't just sit and complain and do nothing about it. We just have to be the ones that are proactive in making sure that our business grows without the need of or without begging people. Right. One of my biggest mottos is you can't argue with the results. Right. You can't argue with the results. And one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna produce results with or without your support. So, and that's where I'm at right now. So it can't be that we
with or without your support, I'm gonna produce results. That is key. And a lot of guys want to do it the with way. Like guys, I think people are so afraid. I don't think it's fear, but people just don't think that far as doing it without. I mean, we're at a place right now. I'll tell the story. Yes, we were at a place right now where, when this whole show started, or the channel, when we were picking up a little bit, you know, we realized something is that we were at a place where it was we needed the sponsor. Then came a time where we bought all our own equipment. We don't need, even tomorrow if we wake up without a sponsor, the show can still run. Very much so, can still run. Yes, it will be a punch to the gut. It's just a punch to the gut. We continue to live. And the with or without, it's so important. People don't want to build their legacies without. And now you find yourself stranded right now because hey, this particular shop closed down. Or they the deal went sour. And now you need to go knock on doors there.
And every door.
And you can't and now you've put yourself in such a position that you really can't operate without.
And it's so dangerous.
It is. It is
so dangerous.
You need to be self-sufficient. You need you need to be self-reliant. And that's them again learning from other people's mistakes. We looked at what everybody else is doing, and we see, that's not the way to go. For our goal. Look, for them it could be.
It's working.
For them,
trade with the best broker is working.
For us, is where we want to go doesn't allow us to be in a position where. So one of my partners said something very interesting, and they said, we cannot base our livelihood on the integrity of another person. Right. If we are fully reliant on a particular person or particular entity to live, should that person decide one day that they're not willing to be a part of this thing that we are doing anymore, that means all our work was in vain, right? And we had to take that decision and say, it's a difficult one, but we'd rather build ourselves to a place where with it adds a boost, without we're still moving. In our expansion plan, right? And that's what we've literally been doing since, and it's tough, I won't lie, man. It's nice to have those nice deals that are coming in and boosting you guys and everything. But also the other hand is if you come into these deals as a beggar.
And I think that's what ruins the industry.
Absolutely.
Because I think, and we spoke about this in our previous episode, that if the vision can only feed you and your family, then it's not big enough.
Absolutely.
You must feed other families.
Absolutely.
And I always have a conversation with him when deals are coming on the table. And I usually reject and say, but this cannot feed my whole team can only feed me. So therefore, it's not enough, because it also depends on the type of brand you are building. You know, not the amount that you are being given now can be enough for now, but it won't sustain the future. And you are thinking of the future, but you're looking at where you are right now. And I think we also need to be global participants.
Absolutely.
We take this for granted, where we just call Forex traders, and you feeding other families, it simply means that more people are able to pay tax, which then feeds back to where we got the money from.
Absolutely.
And we normally be arrogant about it, to say, I don't care about the economy. You should care about the economy. You should care about you understand? The very same money that you are getting from a course is coming from the same economy. I don't really care about the economy.
And I'm sorry to say this. Oh boy, it started. You hear these ignorant fools talking about don't go to school. Hey, screw a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Aren't you the same person selling courses to people that are
doing the same 9 to 5? Yeah.
Where should they get the money to pay you?
Yeah. Somebody has to do something.
Yeah.
So you're saying trading is the only thing that people can do. So where must people get the money to pay you to teach them how to trade?
Yeah.
Such foolishness. And you know what I mean? And it goes back to you don't think, you're only thinking for your own plate. Yeah, dog.
Legit.
And you're part of a bigger picture, dog. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's create jobs.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. I agree.
And not everybody is going to be a trader.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't want to hear that. Believe you me, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
Saying for the past 20, 30 years.
Don't say stuff like that.
Traders lose money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we need to again understand. Let's understand the economy. How do we better our economy?
Yeah.
Right? And how do we bring back the money? How do we make? And this is the thing, and I keep saying, this got me a lot of hate. By the way, when I said trading is a rich man's game, got me a lot of hate. And what I meant was, it's not rich up in terms of how much you have in your pockets, but how you
think. The mentality, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's
how
true.
you think and how you do things, right?
And I think we were laughing about, was it last week? With Jay last week?
Yeah.
We're literally like, if Isaac was right, man, this is a rich man's game.
Yeah.
I don't know what we were talking about, but it came up in conversation. That particular statement was like, man, this really is.
You know what I mean? And once we understand the economy is how the money moves, how the money flows.
Yeah.
If we understand the flow of money, then this business, I don't want to say easy, but then it becomes doable.
Yeah.
Right? If you understand the flow of money, right? And those are the type of things that we should be doing,
especially in our industry.
Especially
because
in our
people
industry.
every time, some people that are not ignorant about Forex. Normally, when you say you're a Forex trader, they normally want you to know the economic state.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Basic things. I always say that for us to just say, I'm trading CPI, that's not enough.
Do you know what it means?
You understand? It's not enough because we take it for granted. It's CPI Wednesday. It's CPI. And you are a mentor, you don't even know what it stands for. Let alone what it means. Just what it stands for. And we need to understand that.
As long as it pays, you don't.
You see, that's where the problem lies. You see, that's where the problem lies. Now, nobody's going to take us serious. We want to create those jobs because some people that, look, you can have vacancies. Some people will be even skeptical to tap into those vacancies because they will see it as a scam.
Absolutely.
Right? So it needs to come to a point where we understand what has Forex done to our country. First of all, we need to go back there. The diversification of the economy.
Yeah.
We look at the improvement of international trade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Forex that is involved.
Absolutely,
For us to import, export that iPhone, Forex is involved. And how we spend money as a nation, it affects how much of these goods are coming in at what price.
Yes.
So we take such things for granted, thinking that it's only the charts I need. Look, it's gonna be difficult because the very same computer that you're buying, where there are charts, it's going to be expensive.
I only trade GBP USD, so anything that happens in South Africa,
I don't want you understand. Where you living? You
Let me
understand?
bust their bubble.
Yeah.
Let me say something controversial that they're not gonna like, but the truth is the truth.
bring the economic closer.
That's why we brought you here.
Did you know that money is not in the Forex charts?
Yeah.
Money is with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
This whole idea that money is in the chart, it's just something cool to say. Which charts?
Yeah.
Where's the money coming from? Let's not even use technical things. Let's use logic. Who's paying you when you make a profit?
Yeah.
Is it the chart? Or is it the person behind the chart? Right? And behind that person, behind the chart, what is happening? It's the economy.
The same economy we say we don't need it.
You see the level of ignorance that the people that we've put in the forefront of our industry are displaying. People, in the very same video where I said this is a rich man's game, you need multiple streams of income, people will come and comment and name certain people and say, but this person, the person sells courses, the person is an IB. That's 2 streams of income right there. And they say, what about this person? I was like, do you see the level of ignorance you have? This person that you just mentioned has 5 streams of income within the same industry, not mentioning other things.
Within
Within the industry. They say you must trade with this broker. When you go and deposit, they making money from that. They say come and buy my signals. They making money from that. They say buy my course. And then you want to sit and say the answers are in the chat. You are an idiot. From an idiot you'll graduate to a fool. From a fool you'll graduate to stupid. As in, it pisses me off, bro, to see. Dog, man, come on.
There's a lot of basically what he says is that there's a lot of work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done.
You know what I mean? I think we need to be realistic about this whole thing that is happening, especially with the economy. I think Forex traders now need to be concerned by the state of the economy because only 3 million of South Africans pay the income tax. That's so scary. Out of 60 million people. Only 3. I know out of 60 we have kids but it's scary. I mean, you can imagine now the same person that makes money off the charts who's saying I need the charts, you need the roads to go buy that laptop, which is then made by the very same tax that 3 million people are paying. You understand? I think I get scared when I look at the state of the economy where we are now. I mean, we already have issues with politics and there's just a whole lot of things going on, and we should bring hope. But we are selling the dream more than the process. And I hate it because everyone wants to get to the dream, but we don't sell them the process. Because you know why we don't sell them the process? Because the process doesn't exist. You understand? We're selling them other people's dreams. We're having this conversation off camera. That was off camera, guys. Don't worry, I won't put you on the spot. To say that I believe that if you are an FX trader and you don't know you should pay tax, you haven't made enough money. That's all I'm going to say. If you really think you don't need to pay tax, and if you really think you showcasing your lifestyle on social media, wait until they come for you. That's all I'm going to say. Wait until they come for you.
It's the state of the industry is devastating. And the rate at which we are going the wrong direction so fast, it's scary, right? And I have these conversations all the time, and I try to make people see that it's really not about the lifestyle, it's really not about the social media, it's really about what's going on offline, dog. You know what I mean? What are you doing offline? That's more important, dog, than the online thing, you know. And understand that there's so many factors that determines whether you will be successful in this industry or not. There's too many people involved, too many rules. Regulation is coming right now, which is going to change a whole lot of things. You know, something that you were doing literally 2 months ago, next month you will be a criminal for doing the same thing, whereas 2 months ago you were not a criminal. You understand? And if we are ignorant of such things, we're gonna be in trouble. You know, because like it or not, the regulations are coming. Like it or not, and I agree, the regulations should come, right? So that we make sure that we feed people the right information, right? Make sure that we don't mislead people, right? We don't deceive people. We do need those regulations, but it is also our duty to start thinking long term and understand that let's learn from the people that have lost, the people that have come and went right in front of our eyes. What did they do wrong? What did they do right? Let's take what is right. Let's do it. What they did wrong, let's learn from it and say, how do I avoid that for myself? Never think that you are immune to what made that man fall. Nobody's immune to that, right? And speaking of process, I want people to understand anything that looks instant.
That looks, I like the fact that it doesn't say that looks.
Anything that looks instant, run away from it. Anything that doesn't involve process, run away from it.
And you know, when you're talking about process, you know, I want to go to pap, cooking pap and everything. There's a process to it. And I know there's the 2 minute pap, but there's still a process to it. You know, you can't just take
that
it
2
from
minutes is a process.
It's a process, even though they've tried to shorten the process, which you call it mentorship in our case, for it to be 2 minutes. But
that's a good one. So mentorship is 2 minutes pap.
You wouldn't even go the noodles route. You could have used noodles as an example, really.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't say that right now. So.
What was I saying?
Sorry, man. It's you're talking about process.
The process, you know. So I understand, regardless of the fact that they try to make the 2 minutes pop, but again, they tried to make the 2 minutes pop. It was manufactured somewhere. There's a process behind it for you to have a shorter process. Again, it feels like I'm talking about mentorship, honestly. But
it is.
It's actually a good analogy.
But then again, in as much as they try to eliminate the process, unfortunately, you can't sit here and take the not flour, man, the
boopy.
The boopy.
What is it called in English, by the way?
Milli-meal. You can't just take the milli-meal straight out of the packaging and eat it. You can't just.
You can if you want to.
It's not good for you.
But it's not good for you.
I mean, a monkey can drive a car. Doesn't mean that it should.
So again, you know, it's literally what you're saying. You know, you really can't just eliminate the process.
Absolutely.
And like you said, they're selling the dream, not the.
And the process is normally hard. And it's normally unseen. And you know, one thing I like about the process is not easily documented.
You can't.
You
don't have time to document process. It's painful.
It's very painful. Have you seen? I look at the work that comes behind vlogs. Like you're waking up. And I'm asking, okay, fine. What time did the camera start rolling?
You need to wake up before
you wake up. So you need to wake up before you wake up, right? And then you need to stretch. By the way, you've already stretched. So but now you need to stretch for the camera, right? And then when you go to the bathroom, now you open the bathroom door and you close it. Now you need to go back and fetch the camera and start rolling again. That's the process. That's work. And for somebody to document that, you gotta give it to him.
Yeah, and then put it in a nice...
Exactly. Package it in such a way that it makes an actual story. It's amazing how we can watch movies and we're thinking that the first part was recorded first. And you find that the first is the end.
Dude.
It's the process. And they're not going to tell you that.
No, you can't. Some people, if we show them the behind the scenes, they will quit Forex today.
Now.
Not even
They would
today.
say, no,
In 2
I'm
minutes.
not doing that. They'd say, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But the thing is about the process, you can't. It's so painful.
Yeah, you have to go through it.
It's the process is so painful, guys. I don't think people understand. You know, we try and glorify this whole hustling thing, this whole entrepreneurship. There's no glory in that thing, dog.
Yeah.
The glory is the results.
Yeah.
The glory is the results. But it's painful, dog. It's bro. I wish I could cry so people can see
Yeah.
how painful it is.
Yeah.
And the environment is already negative. Starting from home, by the way. I mean, have you seen that Forex traders, we tend to feel like we are the stupid ones to the normal people?
Yes.
Have you seen that? Because they don't get it. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is my future. And people on the outside, they're like, they don't get it. So you have to deal with the environment that is affecting you, also deal with the same charts.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
The Chatia trap on the other hand. And we are social.
Don't forget
that. You understand? And we are social beings. I mean, we like comfort. That's why even when you do something to society, they take you to prison.
Yeah.
And prison is not designed really to punish you, but to take you away from a place of comfort and reevaluate yourself to say, am I going back? And if you mess up inside prison, you take you to isolation.
I'm glad you said that, bro. And it's a very important thing that I want, especially the new guys that are coming in the business. That analogy is perfect. Yeah. And I've been looking for a way to try and explain this thing, right? Trading is so dangerous. Exactly what you said. It has isolated a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's not good for men to be alone. How do they break a hardcore mass murderer in prison? They put him in solitary confinement.
Yeah, solitary confinement. Yeah.
They break you.
Yeah.
And this is what Forex has become for a lot of people. It has become a prison. It has become solitary confinement for them. Right? That dog. And please, if you find yourself in that state, take a break, man. Connect with people, reevaluate yourself, and see if really this is something that you want to be doing. I know people that are mentally ill now because of Forex trading. Like, they've lost their minds because of Forex trading.
Yeah.
It isolated them.
Isolated you, and you made you a crazy man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've gone mad because of this thing. Right?
Yeah.
And it's things that we don't talk about.
Yeah, no, that's
How
true.
many people fell into depression because of this thing? How many
Man, it's so
people
scary.
have tried suicide because of this thing?
Yeah.
And I hate to be the one that always brings bad news, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to sit here and tell you on how many
news.
I'd love to sit here and talk about how many millions you're gonna make. But the truth is, I'd be lying to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd be lying to you. You've tried it. I mean, your results should tell you, you know.
It's 2 minutes.
You know, your results should tell you. There's no such thing as this instant success. It doesn't exist. It's a facade. It's a magic trick.
And people don't want to hear that.
They have to hear it.
And there are unicorns. I always speak about the unicorn moment and particular unicorns.
Yeah.
It's an analogy I know I think about a lot because this industry has not a lot, but it has those very few people that it happened to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a guy, he literally was, I think it was 12,000 rand to 1 million in 3 months.
Yeah.
But he recognized that, hey, chief, I've tried again.
And it didn't work.
I've tried again. Thank you. But it becomes a unicorn moment.
Yes.
And unfortunately, those are not moments that can be replicated because every moment in the market is unique.
It's unique in its own manner.
Yeah.
And we're going to blame psychology. Everyone knows that there's this trend now going. I started from psychology. You know, literally everyone who calls me, they're like, hey, I need your help. What's your problem? Psychology.
Yes.
And then some people, let's talk about that. You know, there's a guy.
Here's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Proper risk management.
Proper risk management. I think we don't. So and we were gonna come as mentors and say, trader, 95% psychology, 5% technical. Right? And you know, sometimes I look at people and say, you're not suffering from psychology. You're suffering from administration.
Yeah.
You cannot administer your Forex work. You cannot journal. You cannot even administer yourself as an individual. So it has nothing to do with psychology. Administration is key. I mean, go anywhere where it's like you owning franchise.
Yeah.
And you get to your KFC and you see papers lying around. A true leader will pick them up. And he will not care about being a leader or being their own and picking up the papers. He will literally, because when a person sees it, he's not going to care about who picked them up. No. He'll say it's clean. You understand? All he cares about is my place needs to be clean. And I don't care who picks it up. If I'm at the place at that moment, then let me do it. Admin, that's part of admin. I mean, you just want your business to look outstanding. You understand? So, you know, this psychology thing. And I think now there's a trend of selling psychology now.
No, but
psychology course.
How do you sell psychology?
But it's what I've been saying. Psychology has become a selling point.
It
has become a selling point because I think a lot of people, because obviously I think from the previous generations that we've witnessed, your Mark Douglas or whatnot, the trading psychology, everything, they've spoken about that. And now it's just like, okay, now people saw an opportunity.
I got technicals now. They see that technicals.
We can see there's a gap here. There's money to be made.
Excuse me. Psychology goes back to what you were saying now. It goes back to the individual. I can give you a blueprint of what to follow. And what worked for me.
Come on.
Right? But I can't really sell. And I always say it's like, we need to understand that what works for me is not going to work for you. What works for me is not going to work for you. What work for him. It's different strokes for, what do they say? Different strokes for different folks. Right? People need to understand the thing of trading psychology is our job as mentors is just to bring a bit of awareness.
Exactly. And tips.
Awareness, shed light on what you need to start looking at, right? But it's your responsibility to pick out those papers on the ground, right? It's your It's what works for a person. I was teaching the other day when I was teaching them how to develop an effective trading plan, and we were talking about developing a trading routine, right? Say a trading routine for someone who works a 9 to 5 and for someone who's a student can't be the same. And for someone who's unemployed, can't be the same, right? So what people do is they come to Isaac. Isaac is an entrepreneur. Isaac, which pair do you trade? What time do you usually trade? And say, I'm going to do what Isaac. Do you know how much I have? Do you know how much I fund? Do you know what other things that I'm doing? No, you don't know that. What makes you think you can do what I'm doing? You can't. My job is to bring awareness to say, this is what I think you should be doing. Based on your life, this is what things you need to start paying attention to. And I was teaching them, like, I've noticed most of the time if I trade the GBP USD during London session, I notice when I look at my journaling throughout, if I take trades during the London session on GU, I'm usually in a losing position. But if I take trades during the New York session, then I'm more profitable. That's not something that somebody can teach me. I need to learn that for myself.
You see that? That it has nothing to do with psychology. That's administration.
Absolutely.
That's data. You wrote it down and saw that, New York, I didn't say. London, you understand? That's admin, and it's an individual package.
Absolutely.
And the minute we understand that, all of us, I mean, the new guy was talking about go to gym. Wake up, go to gym. Like somebody in the wood maybe might not have the access to the gym. Someone wants to jog in the morning. Some environments don't allow you. They're going to rob you.
Wake up at 4 o'clock to go, right?
You understand? You understand? So it goes back down to do what works for you within the resources that you have. That's it. And just data.
You know, Part of our trading plan, our blueprint is what we call a need number, right? And also what we call understanding your financial situation.
Yeah.
So that means that can be the same for everyone. Your financial situation is different from mine. Your need number is different from mine. So that means our trading plans cannot be the same.
Yeah.
So you need to identify all of these things before you start putting out a trading plan.
Yeah.
To say, this is what I'm going to be doing. These are my targets. You often hear people asking a question like, how much minimum should I fund with? You are on your way to failure.
Exactly. And that's the most frustrating question you can ever. How much do I really need to make or to play? To start playing.
You are on your way to losing money. If I were you, I'll take that money, go buy groceries and enjoy with my family. Right?
Yeah.
Because there is no right answer to that question.
Exactly.
It all depends on the individual.
Yeah, that's true. The lifestyle as well.
The lifestyle is different, bro.
Very
You know
different.
what I mean? And
some people are happy sitting at home on the weekend playing PlayStation. Some people they need to be out on the streets. They need to be in the club.
Yeah.
On the weekend, some people prefer to go eat out at restaurants every weekend.
Yeah.
Some people no, they're at home on weekends.
Yeah.
So I understand. So what you guys are saying is so crucial because like. In as much as we're saying every moment in the market is unique, look at our lives.
yeah.
We're probably sitting here, some are having running trades, some have lost, some have won. But it's the process.
When off it's all blow. You know, it's tough. I understand, but learn. The distance between you and your goal is information.
Yeah, that's
accurate information. Right, because you can be misinformed, and to be misinformed is very bad.
It's
very bad. A lot of people are misinformed. Yes, you have knowledge, but you have the wrong knowledge. Right, so make sure that you get the right knowledge, and make sure that you get the right knowledge from the right source. In the Bible, when Adam says to God,
starting now.
When Adam says to God, and he says, I heard your voice, and then I realized I was naked, so I hid. God asked him, who told you? There's a source of information that you got that has fed you wrong information. Right? And, you know, some wrong information appears as truth. The Bible says the devil appears as the angel of light. So deception is not necessarily a lie. It's something that looks like a truth. Right? And a lot of people have fallen trapped to deception because it looks like the truth, but it is not. And only the truth can set people free, not what looks like the truth. So freedom comes from the real truth, not what looks like a truth.
And what is out there looks like the truth.
It looks like the truth.
Hey, you know when you're saying that, I'm like thinking in my head, slave queens. No, but I'm thinking about it because a lot of guys, obviously, they see and they're like, this looks like you are one. This looks like what I should be with. And then, but it's not really. Sorry, I just went there. Sorry.
You know, I think as Africans as well, and I know I keep on telling myself that, okay, fine, never say Taki, never say Africans, but you know, at some point you have to say these things because that's what we are facing. We have this tendency of thinking that we are too supernatural for things to come to us easy. I was having a podcast with Ruwan, and he was like, hey, I've noticed you are some kind of like a pastor. Do you pray for your trades? And I'm like, I'm doing what I'm doing today just to showcase an average human being that some of these things you are praying for, you shouldn't be praying for something that is already out there. It's just the information that you lack. How many people do you know are fasting and praying for a job that they don't even qualify for?
Or didn't even go and apply for?
It's a miracle job, right? and I don't want to lie. I think I was part of those people that used to believe that, look, don't get me wrong, I believe that you need to pray for things, right? But I've realized that there are a lot of people out there that do not even pray for the food they have. You are praying for teen stuff that is before you. Somebody doesn't pray for sushi. But it's provided for. It's all about going out there and going back to the process. Because we normally feel like we are supernatural. It has to if I sleep, and superstitious. Traders can be superstitious at times. Have you ever been in a state where you feel like wearing some kind of clothes you're experiencing losses? I've been there. I kid you not, and my family knows this. I've got these track pens. Telling you. I never want to wear them when I'm trading. That was back then. Because I always felt like when because human beings are designed to look for excuses.
Absolutely.
So you're seeing losses, and I'm like, this man, this. And when you take off the jacket, and then you find a retracement, and you now take off the whole thing, and it blows.
So I agree with what you're saying, especially us as African people. We because we are too spiritual, right? Yeah. We think spirituality replaces process, the physical. We are dual people, right, or entities that are both spiritual and both physical. Yeah. Understanding the spirituality doesn't take away the physical.
Sure.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right now, right, if you want to see that you're not as spiritual as you think, go out there and stand by the window and fall and see if the physical rule of gravity will make you fall. Right? Yeah. So don't, as much as we can pray, I believe in prayer. I pray for everything, right? As when I'm praying for my trades, I'm not praying, God, let my trades take profit.
Or let it come back.
That is dependent on skill.
Sure.
I can't go now not analyze and say I've prayed. What I'm praying for, Lord, make sure that my mind is focused. Make sure that I make the right decisions. You are all knowing, God, give me the favor to choose the best trades that will be profitable for me. And then I go and I trust that God will give me God will allow me to to take trades that are more. Do I take losses? Absolutely. There are some trades where I just feel that my heart is just pumping fear. And then I stay away from it. Then I come back a day later, then I see, if I took this trade, it was going to go sideways. Sometimes, again, I'll just feel, hey, you know what, this trade is not going to get to where you said it's going to go. Are you ever done that where you jump out of a trade too early and you pat yourself? You're like, good trade. Good trade. You know what I mean? So I pray for those leadings. I pray for those impressions. I don't pray that God make me analyze good. No. You know what I mean? So understanding that I do the spiritual part, but I also do the physical part with diligence, with knowledge, right? If I pray for this, if I don't have this, I will fail.
Those who do not work shall not eat. It's as easy as that. It doesn't say those who do not pray shall not eat. Those who do not work, they shall not eat. And sometimes people want giveaways. And that's how people get to be spoiled at times. Having insurance doesn't mean you lack of faith. It's wisdom. It's wisdom, you know.
I was having a conversation with someone. On that, to say, especially as us as African people, our belief system towards money is flawed. We somehow don't believe that we should be working hard for money, and I can understand it's basically the trauma of poverty and the things that we've been through as a people. We somehow feel like life owes us things. Life owes us, I've been struggling for so long, man. I just need a break. You know what I mean? So don't tell me about taking responsibility. Don't tell me about taking ownership and leadership of my life. I have been struggling, dog. My family has been struggling. My previous, ancestors have been struggling, but I just need money. All I know is that I need money.
And that becomes the rite of passage.
Right. So with that type of thinking, remember your belief system is like a funnel that filters down information. And your belief system can basically misinterpret certain things. All right, or lead you to wrong direction. So you have a belief system that believes that money should just come to you because you've struggled for so long. We're all waiting for that unicorn moment. We're all waiting for that one day. You often hear people saying one day could drop up, but we're all waiting for that 0 to 100 real quick moment, right? So whenever something appears that kind of feeds into that thinking. We are too quick to accept it. That's why we get scammed so quick.
Yeah.
Right? Because I believe that it's okay for me to put in 1,000 rands and get it 33,000 rands in 7 days. I think because that supports my thinking of I shouldn't have to work too hard for money. I should just put in something small and get a huge return. And that's why we are too quick to fall into such things, because our mindset towards money, our belief system towards money is flawed, right?
I think it's that idea of passive income.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of taken it and misinterpreted we've taken it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because when you actually think about passive income, some sort of input went into that.
Yeah.
And it's just like being an IB or having an affiliate link. You worked at a certain period of life. You put in the input.
Yeah.
And then you're still getting paid years later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For the work that you've
done before.
And I think a lot of people tend to not want to put
Work.
any input. As long as zaga.
That's the biggest scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam to think you should get out of life what you never put in. It's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam, and it would lead to frustration. So and go and go speak to people that have lived life, right?
Not late. People would late.
No, not young people. Sometimes you need to leave young people. You know, I was actually thinking on my way here, it's like I've come to realize I used to talk a lot.
Yeah.
When I was younger, the older I grow, the more quiet I become and just observe. Right? there's a testament of pain that comes with it, and some level of humility that comes with growing. Then you realize I don't know as much as I know. I'm not as good as I think I am. Right?
You're talking to him now.
Yeah.
He's going through a phase right now.
Right. Go and speak to people that are silent. A person that talks a lot, I look at them as like, you're still young.
Yeah.
You are a child. You are joking.
Yeah.
You haven't lived life. This thing that you think you're doing, life is going to prove you wrong fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go and speak to elderly people that have lived life. Let them tell you stories of things that they've been through, the things that they've done throughout their lives. You will see that you're a child. You are a baby.
Yeah.
You know, and I even forgot what I was saying, but where I was going. But the point was, people just need to understand that the process is so important.
Yeah.
Right, the process is so important. This thing that we keep trying to feed into of the quick money and the instant success is not going to work out, and we need to change our mindset.
Absolutely.
When it comes to money, so we don't have a flawed mindset, because the flawed mindset will always lead to the same results that we keep having.
You know what's scary is that when you look at the entrepreneurs of back in the days, you look at their children, they were advised by their parents to get a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
I used to ask my dad, but like my dad used to he only worked a few years and started a business, and I've been seeing this guy run businesses all my life, and I'm thinking I'm tippy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm tipping into the anointing, right?
It doesn't take away process, though.
Yeah, exactly. And all of a sudden,
they love you.
Yeah,
They want to protect you from that pain.
So I used to ask him, but you keep on telling me about going to school. Keep on telling me that I need to get a job. My guy, I mean, I'm the only son. Oh, what are you talking about? You understand? And it never used to make sense. And obviously now when you go to school, you get these young ones. You don't need 9 to 5. You just wake up and the money's rolling in your account. You know? And now that you are old, you're like, okay, I see why this gentleman was saying I must get 9 to 5. It was coming from a place of protection because he knew the process of him getting that business. And unfortunately, you are seeing the outcome and the process and the input is known by him. And like, you don't want want to go through that route. I just want you to go to school. 9 to 5 is better because entrepreneurship is 24 hours.
Literally.
It's actually 24 hours because
there's no sick days.
there's no sick
There's no days off, nothing.
There no days off, and sometimes, you know, as entrepreneurs, you know, you can be the big boss and have people working for you, but at times things are not going to be done the way you want them to be done if you're not there. And some people often find a way to work when you are around. Have you seen that? Have you seen that when the boss is around, people tend to
is diligent.
You understand? Because authority. And I think that's what we need as well, you know, to hold one another accountable.
Yes.
To know that, look, if I mess up, I don't only need an elder, but I've got a brother that can call me and say, you know what, brother, there you are messing up.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it.
Yeah.
You understand? How do we fix it? And all this beef going on. I like it when you say you haven't grown, you know, when you're still having.
You talk a lot. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. You know, it's similar when you mention your pops. I mean, my dad is a businessman, man. Is you know, all my life has always been. He didn't go to school.
Yeah.
But he's done really well for himself. And you know, when he tells me that I need to go to school, this guy has been putting like, what do you mean, dog? You know, and as I started in entrepreneurship and business, he'd often just look at me and ask, how's business going? You know? And you'll try and cover it. How are we doing with it?
They normally ask me the smile.
Tell them, oh, no, we're doing all of these big things. It's like, okay, no, cool.
Yeah.
You know, now the same question still comes, but the answer is different. I was like, oh no, how's it going? Hey, timer, let's go outside, let's talk. So this one has been happening. I need your advice. What can one do? So you see, and again, it goes back to when you're young, you talk too much. You are here because you know nothing. You know when they used to say when growing up, I don't know if they still say it, an empty can makes a lot of noise.
It's always the case.
Now it's you know, I appreciate those moments with the old men because I'm like, yo, this is 30, 40 years of business here that I need to, one word and you can just tell me, can give me you know, advice for the next coming year for my business. You get what I'm saying? Just the other day, we were talking, was telling me the importance of not having ownership by having access. Right? That changed my whole business strategy. You don't have to own things, just make sure that you have access to certain things. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. But that comes from listening and not talking. When you are young, you get to tell people what you're doing and what you're gonna do. When you get older, you start asking, hey, how should I do it?
Or you tell your pops about YouTube. But YouTube says now you do YouTube. You know nothing. Wait until you get there. Jay, by the way, is always, you know, when we have certain conversations, say, MJ, you are old. MJ, you are old. I'm like, you know, I normally don't respond to you. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. The time will come. You'll understand where I'm coming from, you know, especially with gadgets. Especially here, the one, you know, gadgets, why? Which world are you living in? But I understand. It goes back to what fuels you. You understand? That what makes you wake up in the morning and you're seeing that purpose. But let's go back to basics. Let's let families eat out there because of our ideas and being disciplined to the process, being disciplined to the craft as well. And don't spread information, you know, without knowing exactly where it comes from, how it's going to learn. Because it's very important how you lend information to other people. Because people can take the same information and destroy themselves with it. Just because MJ said it, somebody will want to implement it. Right. And you find that you are not yet there for the application of this information. You understand? Just because I said it, and that's what I look. I quit my job, right? And everyone who comes to me now and they want to quit their job, don't do it. You understand? But you understand? And it looks like I'm a hypocrite because I normally tell them, don't. But I saw your interview. You quit your job and look at you now. And I'm like, look. You understand? You know, I had this conversation with my former colleague from the bank, and it's like, it's been years since we've spoken. So he saw me on TikTok and started looking for my number and said, Fele, you did resign, eh? How was it? I'm like, yeah, man, the first 5 years. I don't even want to tell you because you're going to say, I told you so. So I was like, I'm glad I'm having this conversation with him now because now the outcome is showcasing. You understand? If it was then, I wouldn't be comfortable telling him that, man, you are right. This whole thing. Yeah. Do what you have to do to survive. Yeah. I mean, right now, every cent you have, it's tough, man. Yeah. And now, every money you have now, I mean, look at how many, is it travel agencies are closing down? People don't want to travel anymore. People are moving in and out countries now because people don't want to even go for holiday anymore. Like, okay, the money that I have, let me do something with it. It's because we want to be led by K-Day employment. Somebody will come and say, I went to prison because of the struggle. Therefore, you understand? You went to prison because of the struggle, and that was then. We appreciate it. Sit down. Let somebody take over. Yeah. We are now living in the day and age prison. You understand? I believe that people that fought apartheid, they did it for that time. But there are issues we are dealing with.
Absolutely.
And we are in our own circle, in our own prison, and we are fighting that. Yeah. You understand? So we cannot put somebody in charge just because of he was in prison.
Fighting a previous battle.
You understand? We are fighting the battle now. Guys, vote for me. The future president. You know,
guys, I endorse him.
Yeah, by the way, I'm busy with my cabinet. I'm thinking I'm placing you there. How do we move the money?
If we can change the democratic system, then then I'm in. I don't believe in democracy, guys, but that's a conversation for another day.
I agree. And when you say that, and people don't like it, I also don't believe in democracy. I said it before. He was. Remember, I said, when. I'm telling you, this alcohol thing. Guys are in trouble. You drink when I say it's time to.
Oh no, alcohol for who? Alcohol for who? Alcohol is illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Smoking is illegal.
Yeah.
You don't get into a hotel if you're not married with the person of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
No trading without the license. This is a retail trade.
Yeah.
We issue out license it.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are killing us.
That's a conversation we'll have when we have our cabinet.
We'll be a bit lenient there, but
because we need the money, but still.
Yeah. No posting on Instagram when you buy a fake car.
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Deception is illegal. Decepticons.
Digital digital deception is illegal.
Yeah, man. It's man, my heart is burdened, dog.
Yeah.
I won't lie. My heart cries out every single morning for our people in this country, in the continent of Africa, because we have rich even in African countries, dog. It's an emotional thing for me, and I feel a heavy burden, man, to really, people need to be liberated, dog.
Yeah.
Mental liberation, financial liberation, you know. But we can't get the financial liberation until we change our thinking.
Yeah.
Our people are lost, bro.
Yeah.
Our people are lost, man. It's sad, dog. It's really sad. It's and you see it even in the comment section. You see when people are posting, and you're like,
I know what it was. So we had a guy for Ola. I think last 6 episodes or 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
When it dropped, ne? And he says his fine was making 2% a month.
Yeah.
Comment section lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was actually part of our conversation where we're like, hey, this is actually a rich man's game.
Yeah.
If we understand what 2% means.
Yeah.
You know,
people are there doing calculations of 2% times 500, or you know that calculation 2% of 500 is what? And you're like, no.
Experience will teach you things. We've been saying all along. We've been saying this whole thing.
Experience is a harsh teacher, man.
And when you look at his experience, 24 years.
Yeah.
Gentleman has been training for 24 years, and yet he's comfortable with 2%. Yet there's a mentor there with 99% win rate and 99% return with 9 days of trading experience.
My man. My man.
Experience is key. Yeah.
For me, it's I don't know when the realization is going to come in.
Yeah.
How long it's going to take. Because this business is a friend of mine, great guy, Kurt van Heerden. Great guy. He runs what is this? A home, more like a therapy for drug addicts.
Okay.
Right? A rehab center.
Yeah.
Right? Where they help people to recover from drugs. And he once said something so important. He said, what the next fix is to a drug addict is what Forex trading is to a lot of people. Right? So a lot of people are just addicted to the idea and the hope that Forex trading provides. So they keep chasing that fix, but they never get the satisfaction. Right? So you keep chasing if I entered here and I got out here, I would have made this much, and start doing those calculations.
And if you can make 1,000 to 10,000,
then I can make 10,000 to 100,000, then I can make 100,000 to 1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there. It doesn't work. Right? A lot of people are addicted to that. So they don't see what is happening to them the same way a drug addict doesn't see what cocaine is doing to him. People don't see what trading is doing to them because it always comes from, oh, I blew, but if I entered here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking debt, but if I entered here. Oh, I saw Isaac posting that he made 100,000 today. If I entered here. You see? So we keep chasing the next fix, but we're never satisfied.
Yeah.
And you don't see it. Next thing you know is 3 years. Next thing is 5 years. Then next thing is 10 years. You realize, damn, bro, I've really achieved nothing in the last 10 years. Achieved absolutely nothing.
So you were basically chasing the feeling, the moment, and the outcome is not there. It's very painful, eh? And you look at your peers who did 9 to 5. The peers that did 9 to 5, they're buying houses, they're buying cars, they're getting married, they're starting a new life.
Amen.
And you are like blue screens.
Screenshots.
Okay, the screenshot provider.
That was a powerful You understand? And, the thing is, our kids will never eat our screenshots.
They can never, bro.
Never.
They can never, bro.
Never.
You know? And so that's why the burden is, because people keep going for that fix, man. I'm just like, how do we get people to realize, yes, there is a lot of money in trading. Yes, we can make a lot of money in trading, but you need to do this thing right. You know, how do we then liberate people from, you know, these mental strongholds and this mental prison that they've created for themselves? You know, how do we help you guys help yourselves? Because clearly you are addicted to being wrong.
Yeah. And have you noticed that the addicts, I'm talking from experience, when people are coming and they're trying to show you the light, you feel like it's an attack. Like, you guys don't know. You don't know what I'm going through. You understand? But only when you are out, you realize that these people played a vital role. So as much as we have shows like this, it's from a place of love.
Absolutely.
Legit, 100%.
Once you realize that this thing is not as easy as people say it is, then you're gonna say,
There's a 1%, a 10% success rate in this business, if not less.
Man,
yeah, it's probably less.
Man, I was actually reading an article. This scared me about the Nasdaq stocks. That 80% of the volume out there from the speculator, it's bots. Bots that are updated every 5 days.
What?
I'm telling you. Bots. So all the people you find in the hedge fund, they are there just to see how the bot is performing. And it's all against us retail traders. And we are busy fighting in the comment section. So scary. I know, it's so scary. I forgot the word they use there. Yeah, is it spoofing? Spoofing, where you have a lot of pending orders that you will never execute just to create the demand.
Yeah.
Once the demand is there, you do the opposite. And all these bots, that's all they are doing. At certain price tags, they're just putting alerts. They're putting all the what you call pending orders.
Yeah.
And we're like, we are about to rise.
You're fighting with those intelligent machines.
Man, they
$100. What
And you're like, I beat the market maker. Beat the market maker.
I trade like banks.
Yeah. Man. I got so scared.
You know, I do understand the frustration. As much as, yes, we can say it's a rich man's sport, or rich man's game, trading like the banks. We can laugh. It's funny, obviously. We get that, you know. And I think we also understand the other side of it. Is that, yeah, we know there's no money.
We've been there.
We get it. There is no money.
You know,
we know.
We know. It's
People think that we woke up with the money like it was just there. That's why we do what we do, because the money was there.
And we're saying these things not because we're just looking at. We've been through this.
Man.
We've been there. We've been in that position.
Yeah.
I'm
where
tired.
we thought like you. We got tired.
I'm even tired convincing someone about this risk management thing.
You know.
I am tired. Look.
But
No,
risk management.
look. As much as look, I think you like what he was saying. You get to a point where you just watch. So I don't have to convince you. I think you just have to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
And me saying, you know, all these things that we've been saying on this show, that guys, look for ways to make money in a proper way. I mean, I'm tired. You know, now even when I meet people, they're like, yeah, full margin.
Full margin.
They're full margin.
Full margin.
You know, and I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to pick a fight with me, because they know I'm against full margin. So I'm like, MJ, let's talk about full margin. You know, I used to try to. Nowadays, I'm like, do it. Do it. I don't have to convince you anymore, because you are a person that cannot be convinced. You are like the ANC.
It's that drug. It's that drug.
Yeah. You know, you
that
find
addiction.
the dopamine from full margin.
This, yes.
Do it.
You know.
You're gonna wake up one day.
But then you need to decide whether you want to be a Forex addict or you want to be a Forex trader.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can be addicted. It's a like I said, there's a 10%. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Success rate, which I believe is less. I think it can even be at 1%.
The 90
Because all those screenshots on social media, shit.
and it's because of regulations that brokers are forced to say it's a risky game.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those regulations, they were not going to put it there.
Never.
It's the same way as smoking.
Yeah.
That this thing can
cause you cancer.
It's a regulation. They are forced
To say it.
But people still do it.
Yeah.
You understand? So you can imagine if it wasn't for those regulations, they were not going to. I mean, maybe 2 or 3 people, when they see that, but why do they make it so small? It's always small, eh?
Yeah.
90% of traders are
fine print.
It's at the end.
It's at the end there, but to some extent, I'm sure there were people that were like, this is too risky for me.
risky.
Yeah.
You understand? But obviously, a lot were like, this is not me. I'm the 10%.
Yeah.
Fight to get to the 10%.
Yeah.
But understand that it's not easy.
It's not.
Success is not for kids, dog. Let me just put it out there. It's not for children.
Yeah.
Success is It's
Yeah.
not cheap. Success is not cheap in any endeavor, not even just in trading.
Yeah.
In anything, success is not cheap. It's not for kids, bro.
Yeah.
It comes at a huge price. You gotta be willing to pay the price, dog. Can show you all the glitz and the glamour.
Hey, but the willingness of the to pay the price, that's tricky. Because it's
For
what we
grown men.
Literally, it's what we just circled back to how the conversation started.
Yeah.
of the what goes on in the input, what happens in the struggle.
Yeah.
Saying that me nowadays, I will not recommend somebody starts Forex trading. No, I don't.
Yeah.
People get shocked. Like, but I'm like, no.
And they're like, oh, we're now negative.
They say there's a guy that said something in the comments, and I felt that one came from the heart. Say, this guy is so discouraging. Like, I could feel this guy really meant it. Like, I discouraged him, dog. So I'm just saying, back to what you're saying, dog. It's but continue.
I mean, I really don't recommend because of one thing I understand also in my own journey, it gets tough.
Yeah.
And those tough times, bro, like if we actually have to talk about it, things really get tough.
Yeah.
Bro, like, and the thing is, it's just like, I get what you say, is that the hustle is so, it's glamorized. And when you actually go look at the hustle and for real, like, yo.
Hey, we need AAs for trading.
It's a
we really need it. Hi guys, I'm I suffer from Nasdaq.
It's bad.
It's bad. No, we need to be.
You ever had to sell your bed, Mfana? In a mansion, sell a bed to pay rent.
Cash Crusaders. You know, when I think of Cash Crusaders,
I remember there was a day. I was literally outside Cash Crusaders. I took a laptop or something.
To pay a bond, or like that electricity. Or like electricity car. No, when I get home, I have 1 hour to cook, so let the electricity car 6 to 7.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure the electric blanket is on within that 1 hour. Immediately at 7, I switch off the electricity.
Man, I would want to know. Please comment on the comment sections.
In a mansion.
Yeah.
I go with the electricity You're joking, man.
I would want to know on the comment section, what is it that you had to sell to fund your account?
Yeah, because a lot of people had to sell a lot of things.
People had to. I know a lady who wanted to be a prostitute just to fund. You understand? Because she believed in something that didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I kept on asking her, why do you want to do it? No, but I saw my friend. I'm like, your friend is your friend. It's not you. Why you want to do friendly now? Relax. You understand? We had to. Cash Crusaders, they still owe me my coffee machine.
They don't understand. Man. They think we're sitting here and just attacking dog. You ever just drive in your garage and just start crying?
Yeah.
Just park. You've been Superman throughout the whole day. You just get in the garage and you just cry. Like, yo.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah. I was teaching on Sunday and I remember there's a phone call I once made to my mom, dog. I just called as soon as she answered. I said, Ma, don't think that I want to kill myself or anything.
Yeah.
But Ma, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your son is tired, Ma. I am glapile. I don't know what to do anymore, bro. I'm tired. Imagine receiving such a call from your child, dog.
Yeah.
I called my dad. The question that I asked him, I said, Pa, I just want to know, man, does it work? Does it ever work out? I just need that assurance.
Yeah.
I'm tired, dog. Just give me that assurance, Pa. Does it ever work out? Because if it doesn't, just let me know now. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah, man.
And people think we just here, living life. And we've been through these things, dog.
Millionaire at the, I like these captions.
Millionaire at the age of 21.
Yeah, it's 21. It's always 21 and 23, eh?
And I'm like, you just saw it on the bank statement.
Just because it was money in.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Excluding and the million, by the way, SARS is not included there. SARS is still, they have to come for theirs. It's still coming. Man.
You know,
So we've been through pain.
It's
We've
painful.
been through hell.
That time your kids are there. My son has a thing of saying, "Papa, you are rich." When I'm like, kid, I'll smack you. I'll smack you.
Yeah.
Finally, you see your kids, they don't care where the money is coming from.
Zero.
Now my daughter this morning told me I should be a policeman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was like, why? I was like, no, this thing of you always being away, I don't get it. Because always, and when you come back, you're in your office, you're facing the same computer that we are trying to get away from you. I'm like, what's the difference if I'm a policeman? So, no, you wear your uniform, you get your gun, you chase the criminals. If the criminals are not there, you come back home. Yeah.
If only life could, and then the kids, they don't care.
They don't, because they don't understand.
It's not their business to care.
Yeah,
They
they
know
understand.
that day. It's just like, yo, I see you got the juice like that.
Yeah.
We're at the shop.
Know how much school fees is?
Hey, man. Man. Some of us is not like we don't want to have many kids. We are calculative. We are just looking now. We are just taking advantage of that. When you bring twins, they give you a discount. Man.
You ever just think maybe school is not that important?
And think maybe if you can download something for them on YouTube, all this money could be doing something.
The mother, the teachers, they just want to know that school fees is paid.
Yeah.
Done.
Whether you are there, unyaka double account. But life is not a joke. Bro. Life is not a game, guys.
I can imagine.
Life is not a game. Bro, we've been through these things, dog.
Yeah.
We've been through these things. We've been through them. So these things are coming from a place of pain.
Yeah.
Our wisdom comes from a place of pain, dog.
Yeah.
We didn't read these things in books. It's pain.
And most books are not writing this stuff.
They need to be bestsellers again.
Yeah.
This is unpopular.
Yeah, sure.
Extremely.
If I came here, dog, and I told you how easy it is to make $1 million,
You're gonna sell.
we're
You're
gonna
gonna
sell
sell.
100,000 views.
100%.
A lot of people are not even gonna get to this part of the conversation because it's so discouraging.
If you made it this far.
If you made it this far,
I applaud you. It's uncomfortable.
if you made it this far,
You know, it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So but we have to say this because we're like, you don't have to go through the route we went, dog. You don't have to.
have you ever been in a situation where you're eating the old meal? What is it? It's pap and mas.
Yeah.
Nkomazi.
Putu.
Yeah.
Putu.
My favorite.
You know, you would sometimes when you are eating it, not from a place of enjoyment, and you're like, I miss the old days. You are lying. You're lying. That's what you, especially when you are having your family over.
Yeah.
You're like, today we are having put. Hey, today I feel like I wanna go back. Especially that you guys are coming. Yeah, you know how much steak is. And you're
grade.
like, yeah, A grade. And no, today is just I just wanna go back to the days.
And reminisce.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet yesterday where somebody's like, when you're at the till and you see 2,100 and that time the meat hasn't even been scanned.
Is it only me, or nowadays when we buy groceries, some of the things we put on the trolley, we know that somewhere they're not gonna pass the toll gate.
Go grocery shopping with the women. They are smart. They calculate.
100%.
Yeah, no, that's
100%.
definitely.
They'll save you money.
Yeah.
But the only thing is that
the right room, not the ones that look.
oh yeah,
No, not Jezebel. Not these daughters of Jezebel. You need a right woman. Yeah, daughters of Jezebel will make sure
and they
that
take
you-
their time.
Yeah.
I hardly see a man taking that pamphlet.
They look at the specials and stuff. You
Man,
like,
we can buy groceries without a trolley. The whole grocery for the whole month. You just know I'm just gonna pick whatever I'm picking and I'm out. Yeah.
and you see them looking, they're like, I'm applauding you. This is a good manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You need that.
You do.
And I like what you're saying, giving them the management role. We sometimes want to be too in charge.
Yeah.
That we forget that these people are designed to be like that. Management is for them.
I give it
they,
to them.
They manage all these things.
Yeah, no, man. It's
On that note,
They're kicking us out.
Yeah, they're kicking us out. Yeah.
But it's always good, man. To
Yeah,
chat, bro.
100%. I think it's always like, I think life impacting conversations.
Sure.
If people actually really like pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
And you feel good about yourself that you are not the only one in the same thing. You know, I thought I was the only one to be a friend of Cash Crusaders.
Oh, chief.
They've went to take this car. Give me 200.
Yeah.
Give me 200. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, where am I gonna get 200 to pay this guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, I check it out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you so you don't go through all of those unnecessary
But you
things.
Because it's painful.
You're still gonna get that one who's gonna say, "But me, I'm not you."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
fine.
a
Be you.
unicorn. I mean,
Yeah,
the belief that you can be a unicorn. I think it's because people always believe that like you said, get up one day that my moment is gonna come, especially on the charts.
You're joking.
If we are just being, especially when I have a conversation, we normally have a conversation about money to say, this month is not nice. Just being honest with yourself. You don't have to act rich if you know that there's no money and it happens.
Yeah.
The same billionaires don't have that money in their account.
Absolutely.
That's true.
They don't have it. They have to. They actually have to sell some shares for them to get money. So I think no matter how rich you are, you're gonna still come to a point where you feel like, I don't have enough,
Yeah.
based on the lifestyle that you've created for yourself.
Yeah.
And you just have to admit, this month is not nice. The A grade steak is not gonna come this month.
You ever just get home and they are cooking meat and you hear it frying there, you're like, people are wasting money. Oh God, this is people mustn't eat.
Like, no, we cooked today. The leftovers are for tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Can't be eating, waking up, the leftover.
You open the fridge, there's leftovers. Why is this food?
And our parents taught us well. Bacon every day. There's no such a thing. How do you eat bacon every day? We grew up knowing there are days for things. Rice on a Monday.
During the week. This is Sunday.
Yeah, man. It's the struggle.
Yeah,
and not to say that our parents didn't have enough. I think they were just instilling a certain discipline.
100%. 100%.
So people need to understand that, look, it's nice to have money, though. I've been on both sides. I've been broke. I've been what I would consider rich, on my own personal view. Because again, rich is relative.
Yeah. And it can be very mental.
But it's really nice to have money and be able to live a comfortable life, do what you want to do. But that comes at a cost. I want people to understand that should be the goal for everyone. Get to a point where you are able to buy what you want to buy without having to look at the price and live in a really good, comfortable life. Money really, people that say money can buy you happiness, they don't know where to shop. You're right. Money can create an atmosphere for happiness. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like the example I'm giving now, if you're broke and you get home and people are just wasting food, that environment is going to change real quick. And people are going to be angry. But if there's money, it could maintain that peace. So people need to understand that money is good. We all should strive to have money, good money. Not excessive money, but good money to live comfortable lives. But they need to understand that it comes at a cost.
Definitely.
And we really need to pay attention to information about money. You can't just be saying you want money and a week shouldn't go by without you studying about money. Don't study about how to make money. Study money itself. What is this thing? You get what I'm saying? What are the principles?
That you want so bad.
much?
Yeah. Going back to the economy again.
How does this thing flow? What types of money? People don't understand. There's different types of money that you should have. There's different types of income that one should have. There's static income. There's liquid income. A lot of people don't know that there's, again, different revenue streams of income. People need to understand that. There's seasonal income. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Study all of these things so you make better decisions for yourself to find yourself in a position. There are things where I know, okay, by December, I know I'll be sorted based off this decision that I've made in Jan.
Yeah.
So my December is already sorted up. That is a seasonal income. Right. Every month I know, okay, there is this much that is guaranteed to come in. That is end income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For this coming next 6 months, I'm going to work for this. I won't be getting paid to make this money. But from the 6 month going forward, I'll be generating revenue, but I won't be
Believe
working.
you me,
that is passive income.
Traders don't want to hear that. I want to make it anytime, any day.
Ask yourself why people that own brokers don't trade themselves.
Wow. And on that note, because if we're going to start with this, we're going to definitely need a part 2. We're definitely going to need a part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, no, guys, we love you guys so much. Isaac, we love you too a lot.
So much, guys.
We appreciate
so much,
we
man.
appreciate you so much.
The viewers, really, guys, I'm not being malicious. I really just love you, and I speak from the heart, and I want you guys to have a full experience of this.
Yeah.
So it's never from I'm attacking anyone or what you guys do. It's just really just having a conversation and hoping that people can learn from our own pain. Our own mistakes and make better decisions that we did, And I appreciate you guys so much, man, for having me here. Apparently I'm a gatekeeper, so we won't get into that right now. I'm a visitor, guys.
Stop gatekeeping. Isaac. But it's not your fault, though. It's not, though. But it's just like, let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. Anyway, guys,
we out. I know.